Hello guys, and welcome to another David ZIMALETA. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a bearing and a race for the bearing. This is actually something I was trying to remove in one of my recent videos from the pinion in the back there. I wasn't sure how it's done. I thought it's going to be a really big job. Guys, I figured out how to do it. So if you want to learn how to pull this out, just using your own like regular type of tools or stuff you could rent, stay tuned guys for this video because I have a lot to tell you guys about this kind of thing. First of all, let's get into the pricing. The bearing I bought for $12.47. I went ahead and put the prices on them. The race I bought for $7.67. And I had to order myself a bearing seal because obviously you need to order new ones. I was able to get it for $16.99. I got all this stuff at O'Reilly Auto Parts. But anyways, when I was looking at this bearing, and I tried to wiggle it with the screwdriver, I tried to tap on it, you know, underneath there, guys, it wouldn't even move. Like, it seemed very, very solid in there. And because I never actually removed the rear pinion type of bearing, I thought, what if somehow it attaches to where it's impossible to really remove it unless you disassemble the entire pinion? So I looked up some videos, guys, on YouTube. Could not find any Sprinter videos, so I'm going to be the only one, guys. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because anything that I learn, I go ahead and post on my channel. I was told that I have the biggest source of Sprinter videos on YouTube. I've been doing this already for the past 3 years, putting up these videos, but I've been servicing my own Sprinter for the past 12 years. So some of the problems that I'm actually running into right now, I am running into them for the first time, because normally it's something else that happens. And on my channel, you see Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. This was the 3 years of me recording the videos. And this is going on 4th year, which is going to be Season 4 videos. And I got so many videos to make for you guys, so many things to share with you guys and show you, and different ways of doing stuff. But anyways, let's get back into this bearing. So I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and everybody was taking their pinion apart, and, you know, to remove this bearing and this racer set. They actually had to kind of like beat this thing out. But of course, they were using like Ford pickup trucks and stuff like that. And I was hoping to get at least some kind of idea how to do this. And then I ran into one video yesterday after. It was actually recommended to me by YouTube, because I was watching a lot of these videos. It was recommended to me. It was like, I don't know, like 40 minutes long. But I decided to watch it anyways, even though it was kind of late at night. But by this time, I already had all the tools and everything I already purchased yesterday, because I thought in order for me to pull out the bearing, I'm going to need some kind of pick set. So I got this set, and I got another set, which is much smaller, from Harbor Tool and Freight. This thing costs about like $2 at Harbor Tools. This is about $10. I have the receipt over here. I mean, it's not necessary to really look it up, but I have all these other parts over here that I could share with you guys. But I'm gonna actually show it to you guys towards the end of the video, because it's a little bit less important. What is important right now, if you're trying to remove your bearing, can you do it? Can you remove the racer bearing? Because it's going to be nicely in there, and it's going to be very difficult to remove unless you have the proper tools. So yesterday I went up to O'Reilly's, like I told you, last night, and I tried to talk to these guys about the stuff, and I said, listen, how do you remove this bearing and stuff like that? And, you know, I was showing to the guy, and none of them knew, guys. None of them knew. And I'm thinking, you know, these guys, you know, they usually know their stuff, you know, O'Reilly's and stuff, but nobody really messed with the pinion before. The couple guys that I did talk to in there, smart guys, but they didn't really mess with it before. And I said, listen, do you have a tool that I could possibly rent to pull a pinion out? Okay, we have some tools back here, but, you know, we don't know. We're kind of more like, you know, screwdriver and hammer type of guys. I'm like, okay. So I started looking through the tools, and turns out I'm like, hey, would this work? Would that work? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, can you bring that tool out to me? Turns out, guys, I'm going to have to make tool videos as well, because a lot of these tools that they even bring out, like this one, they wasn't really sure like what it's for, and, you know, what can I do? And there's a hammer piece you could buy for this, and it wasn't sure how this attachment goes, or could tell me where this goes. I still don't know, you know, where this piece goes. You know, it looks almost like it needs to go there somewhere, but why, you know, why would you need that? I don't know. But what I do know is, guys, I installed this tool while I was actually in the store, because I rented this tool from them. It cost $50.99 to rent. I also rent a seal installation type of kit, which I will show you guys as well. But what I wanted to talk about this is where my race are at, right here. So the race bearing, I mean the race thing would be installed in there like that. So I put this thing together the opposite way with those legs out like that, so that when I insert this thing, it's gonna grab on like this. Of course, I don't know if there's anything else behind this. Like, if there's something behind here, another race that's stuck in there like the opposite way, you know, perhaps, then maybe I will not be able to do this. But at least I'll have something that's fairly, like, you know, not deep, and I could just grab onto this like so, and it's going to pull it out. But then I said, guys, you know, I mean, I could rent this thing, but I would much rather buy this tool, you know. But they're like, oh, yeah, it's fairly new. You could buy this one. I'm like, it's not that new. I mean, somebody really used the heck out of this tool. It's kind of beat up. I mean, if I'm going to pay 50, 60 bucks for a tool, you know, I want this thing brand new, right? Brand new in a box. So anyways, I came up with a solution, guys. I found some stuff at Harbor Tool and Freight that actually might be better than this. Well, actually, this is pretty good. Anybody that wants to rent this specific tool at O'Reilly's, here's the number. So it is 67036. That is 67036. I'm also going to include some pictures at the back of the video of the actual picture, what it looks like on the tool renter type of page. So guys, we have figured out what this is all about, okay? At least what we're going to be using it for. Let me show you another thing. Right now it's like 4 o'clock p.m. I have to go and pick up my my seal replacement. And to install the seal, you're going to need a kit like this. This is something that they've rented out to me. And this is $69.99, you know, for this type of set. So you could tell it's got quite a bit of use, but I'm going to show you guys how this works. The way this works, guys, is you got a little bolt right here. You've removed this, and then you actually insert this out like that. And let's pretend that this is a seal. This would lay flat up against the seal like that, and you tap it in with a hammer evenly inside, because those seals, they're made out of metal and some rubber, and it needs to go in there perfectly. If you don't put it in there perfectly, chances are it's going to leak, and we don't want that. So I've rented an actual tool to put it in. Now, as you could see, I mean, it's not like it's really that special the way it's made. I think you could self-engineer this tool at home, I mean, basically. And then again, guys, I asked for this proper tool so I could rent it, and they didn't know what it looked like until I found it on their rental chart. And I said, do you have this one? And they're like, yep. They brought it out from the back. And even when I was inside of the store, I said, listen, I think I'm gonna have to make videos on how to actually use these tools and what is these tools for, because they had a lot of different tools that you could rent, but not a lot of explanation as to what that tool is used for. Because I've seen a lot of tools that I kind of thought, you know, somebody like me could probably, you know, figure this tool out and use it for what I want to use it for. As a matter of fact, I'm going to fix this thing while I'm talking over here. And it's going to take like somebody like me to explain to you guys, you could actually rent such and such a tool to do this type of job, you know. But good thing about it, guys, is that you can rent the tools. By the way, renting both of these tools cost me $130.66. Now, there was another tool that I want to rent, and that was going to be for pulling, I forgot the name of it now. So I needed a tool for rear pinion flange, and they couldn't get it to me. They said, oh, we don't know what kind you need. And I even showed them the picture of what other guys are using. I'm like, listen, it needs to look something like this. And nope, I could not get them, you know, to supply me with one because they don't know what kind of tool I needed. And thinking back on it, I know they had it back there. I know they had it. They just didn't know what it looked like, so they didn't bring it out to me. Let's see, I hope this closes. Yeah, this closes now because I need to actually return these things. Here's the tool that they needed to actually give it to me. This is called basically like a It says an 8. I don't know what an 8 for, but this is a 3 jaw puller. And this one is brand new from Harbor Tool and Freight, guys. $16.99 for this tool. So I just bought it today. So you could see, here's the 3 big jaws. You need to put them together. There's the bolts and everything inside. We're not gonna do this right now. We will do this in another video. So there's that. And guys, look at this. This is, look, 3 jaw pilot bearing puller. A bearing puller. And look at that. Doesn't this look like a racer bearing puller right here? There it is. It is right there. It seems like it almost could go like straight through the bearing, grab onto the race. Kind of like it's made, like right there. You see how it's bent? Like it could go like all the way in, grab onto this thing and just pull it out. Like that's what it seems like it's supposed to be doing right there. I don't know what these other ends. I guess this is, you know, to push off something. Instead of having the centerpiece, it uses this sides to push out. Like with that other portion, I would need to push in the middle against something, which is fine because in the middle there's this gear that rotates, so you can actually push against it. I'm not sure if this adjusts up and down, but there it is, guys. $19.99 for this tool from Harbor Tool and Freight. And what did I pay to rent that one? $50.99 plus tax. So wouldn't you rather own this for $19.99 and you don't have to worry about that rental piece? Oops. My permanent mark, I guess not so permanent, but this is actually like $49. You could get this on sale for $39 if you got like the coupon. But guys, doesn't this look like that tool that I rented? It was gonna be like $69.99. Look, brand new. You could have this and in a box, everything you need, everything's here. So there's that I got. Outside of the topic, this is a cylinder leak down test. 39 bucks. Now I did become a member, so I paid like a $30 per year, and it allows me to save on all the orange marked items. So you could take another 25% off that, because this was for those members. Not that other thing, not the 10-piece bearing and race seal driver set, because that's to install the bearing and the seals. I also got the slide hammer. This was 72 bucks. So remove another 25% of that. That's how much I paid for this because I'm a member. So this is a slide hammer. So this can be very useful. And I got this very amazing thing. This is a 20 watt max lithium. I guess it's very strong, extreme torque. And this is 1,200 foot-pounds of torque.